Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crochet Impossible. This time around, we will be tackling the Sand Dollar Crochet Pillow by Jane and Sonia. You can find this pattern on Ravelry or on their website, sustainmycrafthabit.com. The things that you'll need are 3 skeins of yarn, a normal type of medium yarn like a number 4, a 9mm crochet hook, or whichever one you need to get the right gauge, a darning needle, which is essentially a large hook. I find that the plastic ones that I got at Michael's work very well for crochet projects. And 16-inch pillow forms. You can actually find these, if you're Canadian, on Amazon.ca. If you're not on the island like me, maybe you'll have more craft stores and you can find them, but my local Michael's didn't have any. You can order it online. Unfortunately, the shipping cost is really high, so think about that when you are ordering in bulk, that the shipping is gonna be massive. I hope you have all of the tools that you need. Now let's go through some of the more difficult steps that I have found in this pattern. Hey everybody, and welcome to the tutorial portion of this video. I'm going to be showing you a couple of the steps in order for you to finish this pattern today. So the first thing we're going to learn is the magic circle, and this is very common in amigurumi. So if you've done that before, congratulations, you already know how to do this. For those of you who aren't as familiar, I'm going to show you how to do this. The pattern requires you to have a very long tail. I'm not going to do that just because this is a tutorial, but just remember you need about 10 to 12 inches. You're going to start off with your yarn over your two fingers like this. Wrap around so that it crosses over, so then you have 2 pieces of yarn here. You're going to take your 9mm hook, and remember, I'm left-handed. If you need to find a video that's right-handed, please do so. You're going to go underneath your first, over your second, and pull it over, so then you make kind of like a little bit of a loop here. Then what you need to do is, I like twisting, it doesn't really honestly matter, but you're going to grab your working yarn, and then you're going to loop through. And that is your magic circle. Once you're done that, you need to do 12 double crochets into the circle. So I will meet you guys back once you guys are done that. And finally, the last double crochet, 12. Now, this one here, the next step, is a really easy one. You have to remember how to do it. But I'm going to show you why the magic circle is really great. So compared to the chain 4 that you normally would do to make a circle, the magic circle is really great because what you can do is, as you can see, there's a lot of like kind of wiggle room here. You can just take your extra bit of yarn and just pull, and it just seals it up like that. So that's what's great about a magic circle, because it closes in that little hole there, because we don't really need it. Now, after you're done every single round, they tell you to please slip stitch into the first here. So normally what you do is you go from front to back, but this pattern requires you to go from back to front. So make sure you're always doing the back to front slip stitch. Okay, so remember, back to front, and then you slip stitch over like that. So just remember that step right there, that's really important. Now, there is this next part of the pattern that you have to be really careful of. Front post and back post. So these here, all your double crochets, create these kind of really long things, and these are called posts. And front post just literally means you're going to go from the front, behind the post, and out again like this. Whereas the back post, you're going to go behind the pattern and like this. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like, the differences between a front post and a back post, but I'm not going to be doing the entire pattern just because I already have a couple examples here. But essentially, when you start the second one, you're going to chain 2, like that, and then you're going to front post, so double crochet, and then you're going to go from behind like this, grab, and then you do your double crochet. Alright, so as you can see, you have this kind of like nice post in the front, which kind of builds up this pattern right here. Now, if we were to do a back post, let's do a back post, and you yarn over, you go around to the back of this post, right, like that, and then you yarn back here. Then what you do is you grab the yarn, pull it all the way through, double crochet, and yeah, there you go. you see that this one is in front and this one is in the back. So what that actually creates, if you look, I'll grab the gray one here, this pattern. So these are the front posts here, they pop out, and these are the back posts right here. So that's what's really, really cool about that. So that's why you have to be really, really careful, right? So these are the front posts, they stick out, and these here are the back posts. And that kind of makes your kind of sand dollar type of patterning here. So for the very last thing, I'm actually going to be switching to a different color because I've been working on this one a little bit. Sorry if it's a little bit darker, but today what we're going to be doing is the very, very last thing. There is a really important step when you come to a certain point in your rows. And that step is to actually create this little divot right here. As you can see, these are the front posts, these are the back, and these are the front again, just to start this little kind of dip right here. So what you're going to have to do is follow your pattern, but essentially you're going to be front posting here and then back posting all the way here. So you're going to front post 1, back post 3. So chain 2. And sorry you guys, I'm still getting used to doing this in behind a camera, but front post. Alright, so that's front post, and then you're going to double crochet, and then back post 3 of the posts. That's 1 back post. Alright, grab some more yarn, and then that's 1, and here is 2. And then the final one, third one here. So once you're done 3, I believe this is like row 8 or row 9, so you're gonna double check your patterns. You're gonna have front, 3, back. Then here is the crazy part. Before you continue on, you're gonna have 2 of these right here, and you're going to double crochet front post together. So what that means is you're going to front post, and you're going to grab this, and you're going to go through both of them, and pull this back, and then double crochet once, okay, and then front post the 2 of them again. Alright, so you're like this, grab the yarn, pull over, front post again, and there you go. That is your 2 front posts. These are your 3. And then what you do after is you do 3 back posts, and then you front post these 2, and you keep them going around. And that will create this little new divot here in the front post. So it'll create like another patterning. So you'll probably see it a little bit better once I actually finish this one. This is actually the color that I'm going to be working with, which is a really nice kind of lighter gray. But those are the steps that I think that would probably cause any of you trouble. I hope that that helped a lot. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to improve anything. I need to get a new light, I know, but those are pretty much the things that I think you need to know in order for you to start and finish this really cool project. So the tutorial is done. Let's head back to the actual video. I hope that the steps that I outlined earlier has helped you to kind of better understand how to tackle this project. Do remember to be really, really careful about the gauge that you're getting. Remember that this form is going to go over a 16-inch pillow form, so if it's a little bit tight, it might be okay, but if it's really, really, really loose, you have to be very, very careful about that. So without further ado, let's tackle this project together. Have fun. Hey guys, welcome back. So I finished both of the pieces of the pattern, and today right now, we're going to do the pucker. Now the pucker is an optional thing, but I like puckers, so we're going to do that. So this piece of yarn is right from the center, right here, as you can see it, that really long one that I use. Now in the actual, like, you know, real life scenario, you actually don't need that long of a piece of yarn, but I decided to go longer. Now this is my darning needle, and I'm going to just thread through the yarn, and you're supposed to find the center of the actual pillow. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Alright, so it's poked through. Now you're supposed to kind of just pull it all the way through like this. As you can see, way too much yarn, but that's okay. So depending on how tight you pull this, the pucker will be a certain amount of tightness. But I'm gonna unravel this from the darning needle, and now you grab the other end of the other one, and then you're supposed to just kind of tie it together. So there is the pucker right there, and the big elephant in the room is the fact, as you can see, my patterning is way too large for the actual pillow form itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to unravel a couple of these and just see kind of how much better it is. So technically you should probably want to have like maybe like this much room. So I'm going to probably have to take off at least 3 rounds, maybe even 4 of this one. And this bottom one, actually I crocheted a little bit more tight, so maybe less than that. So that sucks, but you know what? Better having way too much than way too little. So I'm just going to unravel it right now, and we'll just see kind of where the length is. Alright, and that's 4. And you know what? It's, you know, it is loose, so it's not going to be really super tight, but I think I'll take out 4 here, and I'm going to flip around and take out 4 from the bottom one as well. So I'll meet you guys once I'm done that. So that is the Sand Dollar crochet pillow. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys had a really good time. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. I hope you guys finish the project, send photos and everything, share, and I will see you guys next time on Crochet Impossible. Bye bye.